2004 was a stacked year for gaming. We had some huge names coming up that year which revolutionized the world of gaming forever. Half-Life 2, GTA San Andreas, Halo 2, Prince of Persia Warriors Within, and even Pokemon Fire Red. But despite all these insane bangers, the highest rated game ended up being Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. You are dropped into a jungle so realistic, you can smell the mud, where every shadow could hide an enemy. Not just someone with a gun, but snakes, dogs, crocodiles, and one wrong move means game over.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
Snake Eater, like its predecessors, truly redefined what stealth action is. And after 20 years, it's back. Look, 2004 was a different time. We had flip phones, Facebook needed a college email, and PlayStation 2 was the console. But when Metal Gear Solid 3 dropped, dude, it wasn't just another sequel. It was a complete game changer that said forget everything and play games. This wasn't your typical hide and shadow sneak past guards experience. Nah, Kojima threw you into the Cold War jungle and said figure it out.
It's all about humanity.
Suddenly, you're not just Snake, you're a one-man survival expert, a master of disguise, and honestly, you're living through one of the greatest fight trailers ever created. When this beast launched, it completely destroyed expectations. Remember, this was still the PS2 era, but somehow MGS 3 made you believe that you were actually crawling through a living, breathing jungle. The camouflage system, revolutionary. You weren't just picking a uniform, you were painting your face, rolling in mud, and becoming one with the environment. Your stamina actually mattered, so you'd find yourself hunting animals and eating them raw just to stay alive. Broken bones, you're performing field surgery on yourself. Food poisoning, deal with it. And those boss battles were pure art. The legendary sniper duel that could stretch for hours if you wanted it to. Some players would literally wait weeks in real time just to watch him die of old age. That's not just gameplay, that's psychological warfare. The game also has one of the best radio messages of all time. Interacting with the radio and speaking to different people made it feel so much more realistic and alive. And who could forget that ladder scene? Just Snake, that hauntingly beautiful theme song, and 4 minutes of pure cinematic magic that made you realize this isn't just a game, this is interactive art. Now, here's where things get absolutely wild. 20 years later, we have Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, and this isn't just some lazy remaster with shinier textures. No, this is a full-blown ground-up remake powered by Unreal Engine 5. We're talking photorealistic graphics that make the jungle look so alive, you'll swear you can feel the humidity. Every raindrop catches the light, every shadow moves naturally, every muddy footprint looks like you could step in it yourself. The original pushed the PS2 to its limits back in 2004. Now, this remake is going to do it with the same modern hardware, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. No exclusivity drama, just pure gaming goodness for everybody. Snake's animations, buttery smooth and cinematically detailed. The camera system has been so completely modernized. We're talking free camera movement from day one, and not that fixed PS2 era perspectives. And yes, the first crush of many gamers is also here. But here's what's really cooking. They've upgraded everything while keeping the original soul intact. 3D spatial audio that puts you right in the jungle. You'll hear enemies approaching from behind, wildlife moving through the bush, and iconic soundtrack surrounding you like never before. The AI, smarter than ever. Enemy patrol patterns are more realistic, and they'll actually hunt you down with modern detection systems. No more, oh, that was just a friend after you knock out half the squad.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Even though Hideo Kojima left Konami years ago, made Kojima Productions and created a masterpiece series of Death Stranding, the remake still gives full credit to the original development. It's a love letter to his vision, and honestly, it shows in every detail. Now let's keep it real. Early previews are calling it visually stunning, but some folks think the classic character designs feel a tiny bit chunky compared to modern standards. 20 years ago, Hideo Kojima crafted something special. He took us to a jungle where survival meant everything, where every choice mattered, and where the line between enemy and ally wasn't always clear. When Snake first dropped into the jungle in 2004, he didn't just change stealth gaming. He changed how we think about interactive storytelling. Metal Gear series has one of the greatest lores in the history of gaming, And now, in 2025, we get to experience that lightning all over again. Same heart-pounding survival gameplay, same legendary boss fights, same tear-inducing story moments, but with graphics so stunning, audio so immersive, and control so smooth. It's like experiencing it for the first time. So the question isn't whether you should play Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. The question is, are you ready to prove you're worthy of the codename Snake? Are you ready to return to the jungle?